Hello there, I am Izzy Noodles and welcome to Goodbye Amanda Definitive Edition. Basically, this Definitive Edition has some kinks ironed out and there are some other changes such as trap placements like spikes, weapon pickups and a different outfit. I'm not sure specifically of any other types of changes. But as you can see, we have this very awesome intro, so I will let this play out and I will be back once the gameplay has begun. So here we are in the ruins of Norway, and these people I think are Amanda's friends or colleagues. We'll have a diary update to take a look at in a mo. The original game, which is also available to play, has Lara in the biker outfit, and I'm upset that changed because that's an awesome outfit and we need to see more of it. However, we now have this Angelina Jolie style in the black, which is still just as awesome, so I guess I'll allow it. So this is kind of a hub level and won't end up being a particularly long video. There's 3 other main levels to locate within the area from which we'll get a mysterious stone. So now let's just take a look at that diary update. Lara, even after I went through all that stuff in Avalon and lost my dear James, I miss you so much. I still felt a void screaming inside me. I forgave you for everything that happened, but I wanted something more. Since then, I have gone out looking for adventure and discovered an excavation in the ruins of Norway and noticed links with the Norse legends Ragnarok with something older than Thor himself and the civilization that gave rise to all the myths of the planet. You once told me about a meteorite that gave rise to the evolution of the species, and I found another, but here in Norway. I spent days studying it, and I realized my body won't last long. I ordered my employees to leave and take this letter to you, because I don't want my brothers, friends, and the people I have left to see me like this. Lara, if I die, come get me, because I want to stay here for a while watching all this beauty I've found. So that's surprisingly touching from Amanda. That's actually a very nice note that she's sent to us. And we can see the map here as well. So this will help us find the level entrances, because they can be very tricky to find. The whole game is actually pretty tough and will not be a Nomads walkthrough. It's tough, trust me on that one. So once we have all 3 mysterious stones, they will be placed over here at our base camp in order to access the final level and find out what happened to Amanda. So you see a receptacle just there on this block and just to my right on this block, and there is one over there on the block with that individual sitting on. So now I guess let's get on with it. All I'll be doing in this video will be picking up items and secrets. There's a few pickups that I won't be getting in this video simply because they are closer to the level entrances and they can be quite out of the way, so I'll wait until I get closer to those areas to pick those ones up. So you've probably already noticed one, so Medpack right up there. So to get that, just hop onto this darker tile, this rock, over to here, and then a bit of a snug jump straight on up. Okay, straight back down. Actually, I'd rather have fallen down this side of the tent. There we go. So back onto here again, just to get over the tent. Okay, and Uzi clips sitting here. And you may have noticed we have a quad bike to help us get around as well, so it's not needed, but it can be a help. It is required for a certain pickup, which I will get to later. So just on the rocks above that, climbing up, a standing jump here is way better than a running jump. Got some shotgun shells. And then slide straight on down. So we have this personal light source instead of flares, which is very handy. This is actually an entrance to one of the levels. Okay, so I love the personal light source because it kind of helps you out. It keeps the ambience of the game without having to worry about flares. But yeah, anyway, we have this very tall slope here. The quad bike does help you get up there. I think there is one way up if you don't use the quad bike. I think this is the only route up right here on foot. So straight up here we have 2 secrets to grab back to back. Whoops. My bad. So you can only get to the second secret from the first secret. There we go, and we have this little stuffed doll as well. This isn't an item to be used, it's just a bit of fun. So to the second secret, hop straight up here. You might want to save your game because this is a bit of a tricky jump. Oh, and the doll is called Cute Statue Unknown. Okay, so running jump up to there. It is sloped. Don't be all the way forward though, just make sure you're a bit away from this slope in front. There we go. So yeah, there are a few slopes round and about. Feel free to walk if you're unsure where you can stand. And here we are, secret number 2. Okay, and down we go. So the secrets can be pretty generous. Okay, so just to help you get your bearings, this is where I climbed up near the high slope that we can only get up using the quad bike. Underneath this bridge we have some shotgun shells. And if I follow the path, I will just take a right to pick up an item. So underneath this stone arch we have some arrows, and this spot is kind of pretty much bang in the middle of this higher raised section away from the base camp. And we have a T-junction here. If I take a left I can grab an item. So sometimes it might be easier to stick to the paths because you can see that they're not too sloped. You'll get up easier. Okay, and then straight across over to the right hand side from the T-junction there is another item. So just right there, that's where I picked up the arrows from under the arch. Okay, and locate this slightly higher section. You can do an easy running jump up to that large small medpack. It looks kind of tricky to get up to, but actually it's not that bad, and I can't believe I failed that after having said that. It's really not as bad as it can appear. I guess I was too close to the left. Okay, and this cave system, that's actually the entrance to another level. I will be going there in this video to grab a particular item, so that will be the final thing to do in this video. I mean, you can do it at any time, I just won't be doing it straight away. So up on this ledge there is a medpack. So if you take note, because it's not a big area, but your first visit can seem a little overwhelming. So we're at the end of this like stone bridge. And now Lara is looking upwards, so she's kind of hinting there's something important up there. So this is actually a way to get to another level entrance, so that's why it's seeming to be significant. So it's showing us there's something over there. So of course I will not be going in that direction just yet. There are some items over there actually. However, they're really not too far away, but I will be going right over to that section once I get around to entering the level. But for now, we will be going to grab 2 more secrets. So just do a running jump over the slope just to get a bit of distance. So much faster to jump over rather than shimmying all the way. Climb up in this gap. And the half tile jump is something you'll want to get used to if you want to play this level yourself. It's a very handy jump to make, and sometimes it is the only jump to make. So I do tend to just do that right here. You don't have to, but you do need to land straight on the flat part because you cannot shimmy over to this section, to this area. But this secret in particular is absolutely full of goodies. Don't forget the little doll. So more at the back as well. Okay, and just like the previous secrets, you can only get to secret 4 from secret 3. So that is another jump over to here, mostly just to save the shimmy time. So shimmy all the way over until you can pull up. There we go. So try and hop up to here. If you do slide, try and make sure to grab as well, so that you don't have to come all the way back to this spot. Okay, and now the final thing to do, I'm going to grab the quad bike and head into this cave. And a funny thing with the quad bike, if it's not where you left it, try and make your way back to the previous location where you left it, because it seems kind of buggy. It tends to disappear sometimes. And if you just cannot find it, it will highly likely be right back here at the base camp. So it doesn't really matter which way around you go. Be careful of the trees, just because you can get stuck right up at the trunks. You can't just go around easily. So careful entering in. We do have quite a pit, so you don't want to fall down, so keep to the left. This first left is the way I want to go. The second left is actually the way to the path to another level. So right here I'm gonna, well, I need some space actually. There we go. So get off the quad bike and climb this block because there is a button. I'm kind of struggling a bit. Okay, so this will open a gate at the top of this slope. There we go. You kind of just saw that. Get back on the quad. And we are actually going to pick up a Lasersight and a Desert Eagle, which are pretty tough to go and get. There's a lot of challenge sections in this level. So yeah, you need the quad bike to do all of these shenanigans. Okay, I don't like that the camera's moved around. It does that sometimes. It's quite annoying, so I'm going to back up. Hopefully the camera will change. Because I kind of... There we go. I don't know why sometimes it changes and doesn't like go back behind Lara. But just be careful, because at the top here, this is where we're going to have a save. I will be doing an awful lot of saving in this section. Also on the way down, this section is a bit bumpy, don't know why, but sometimes when you want to bounce up, that's when you start landing back down. So best of luck to you. It's kind of trial and error. There we not go. Yeah, just like that. I didn't want it to start going back down at that spot. So honestly, this first jump is not the worst, but it's definitely the most frustrating because it's like, why are you bouncing? Stop bouncing. Whoop. Okay. And then... Ooh. Right, we have made it this far. So just backing up because I want to be lined up with this lever. A bit close to the edge, but that's fine. So we have a few timed runs to do as well. That's another reason I will actually just keep saving my game. It is just tough. So there's a lot of sections where you don't see where to hop off a ramp until you pass the ramp. Oh, that didn't go well. Right, tippy taps around here and then pass through the gate. Beautiful. That was very snug. So the brake button is the space, the draw weapons. If you play with keyboard, it's space, but draw weapons, is it? No, it's not, it's jump. I'm being dumb. Okay, jump is the brake. The brake can be your best friend. Okay, saving it again. So on the narrow ledges coming up, Lara does not turn unless she's moving forward, which is just frustrating, to say the least. So, as you're accelerating, which is action, do tippy taps on the action button. Just tap. Keep tapping, don't hold it. Tap. Do you hear me tippy tapping? Ooh. Okay, that tile opens this door, it's not timed, so slow and steady, that's fine. Tippy taps around the corner, we can see that we do not want to fall in the water. So here is the next timed lever, and that will open the gate at the furthest back wall. We do have a sick jump to make over the ramp that goes over the water, so yep. That's a factor, not too tough though. Make sure there's plenty of space between this block and being able to get on the bike again. Yo, okay, not too bad. And then this one is actually the easiest. We have this straight jump to make. I'm just gonna make sure I am in a straight line. That should be enough space. Oh no, she won't get off. There we go. It's kind of not exactly straight on, but it shouldn't matter. And then this is relatively easy, straight line jump over the next ramp. Oh, get on the bike. And there we go. Well done, you've made it. So this is the only spot to pick up the Desert Eagle and the Lasersight in the entire game. And I'm sorry to tell you this, but now we have to get back out again. Oh boy. Okay, so just making sure I'm in a straight line. At least returning back is actually a little easier, or it feels easier. Whoop. Oh, close, close. It's fine. Okay, and I'm gonna, I don't know, I want to save it. I'm doing it, I'm saving it. Okay, so don't forget tippy taps. Oh, that crash actually helped me turn much better. Okay, and here, another save, because you see the ramp that is right there? Well, we don't necessarily need to save it here, but I'm sure you understand why I am. Lots of saves. So get your momentum up, and you see that's why I saved it. Too much momentum. I'm a loser. actually thought that was going to be the one. I thought I'd done it. There we go. Okay. So here is the first lever we pulled, and right here at this spot you absolutely do want to save. So the next 3 jumps you need to do in one. Whoops! No! That's a first! That's not happened to me before. That first jump was so successful I thought I had done it. Congratulations, you have done it. So as we exit out, again be careful of that pit. There we go. And this is where I'll be ending the level now. So we're, whoops, a bit too much air just there. Yeah, we're all done. So there are 3 levels as I've said to do. I'm gonna grab one last pickup that's through here. So I've pointed out the direction of each level entry. So this one is the one I'm gonna do first because you don't have a choice. So you do get a crowbar in this first level called Catacombs, and we will need that for the other 2 levels. But it does not matter in which order you do the other 2. So I'm sorry this level is much shorter than what I would usually like, but the other levels are much longer. They're really long levels. So I hope you're enjoying the vibe so far, and I hope to see you next time. Take it easy.